The world is full of strange events that even science cannot explain. From rain of fish to showers of blood. Today, we are going to explore some of the most strangest things in the world. So stay with us until the end of the video, because you're going to be surprised. Number 1. Rain of fish in Honduras. Every year, in the town of Lloro in Honduras, a strange thing happened that locals call fish rain. After heavy storms, residents wake up to an incredible sight. Live fish are scattered across the streets, rooftops, and the ground. These fish are not found in the local rivers, and some believe they are transported from the Atlantic Ocean, over 200 kilometers away from this city. What makes this even stranger is that the fish are alive and show no signs of injury from being lifted or falling from the sky. Rain of fish happens regularly every year and has become a part of local culture. Residents are holding annual festivals to celebrate it. Scientists believe the reason of that might be linked to waterspouts, tornado-like whirlwinds over the ocean that could lift fish and carry them to distant areas. But there are some problems with this explanation. Why has no waterspout ever been observed in the area? And how do the fish survive the journey unharmed? Number 2. Dancing Plague of 1518. In 1518, in the city of Strasbourg, now part of modern-day France, which was then under the rule of the Roman Empire, a woman named Frau Trophea suddenly began dancing in the street. Gradually, more people joined her, until 400 people danced continuously and involuntarily. They danced for a long time, for days and even weeks. Some of these individuals died from exhaustion, heart attacks, or strokes. People of 1518 viewed this as a punishment from God. Doctors believed that it was caused by hot blood and recommended that the patients dance even more. Today, scientists believe this could have been the result of mass hysteria, a condition where stress, fear, or social pressures lead to abnormal behavior. Others think that the eating a toxic fungus called ergot, which was common in bread at the time, might have caused hallucinations and involuntary movements. However, none of these explanations can fully account for the extent of this event. Before moving on to the next, if you were shocked by this one, subscribe to my channel. Number 3. The WOW signal. In 1977, an astronomer named Jerry Amon was analyzing data from the Big Ear telescope at Ohio State University when he received a 72-second signal so strange that he circled it with a red pen and wrote, "Wow!" This signal, known as the WOW signal, this signal had characteristics that did not match any known natural radio waves. You might say it was just space noise, but here's the catch. This signal was 30 times stronger than the background noise. It came from a region in the Sagittarius constellation, but no stars or planets were identified in that area. This signal was never repeated, and that makes its analysis challenging. However, there are a few possibilities. The signal might have come from an extraterrestrial civilization, or it could be the result of a natural phenomenon, like comets or stellar explosions. Nothing is certain, and we still don't know. Number 4. Red rain in Kerala. In the 2001, a red-colored rain fell in the state of Kerala in India. The raindrops were red, and for this reason, it was called blood rain. Scientific research showed that the color was due to the presence of spores from the marine algae species named Trentipolia annulata in the air. While some people viewed this as a sign of divine wrath or anger of God, scientific advancements revealed the true cause. Although we now know the scientific explanation, but this remains one of the rarest and most mysterious phenomena in the world. Number 5. The Mary Celeste. In 1872, the Mary Celeste, an American merchant ship with 10 members, was en route from New York to Italy. However, it was found abandoned in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with no trace of the crew. What was strange was that the ship was completely intact, its cargo untouched, and even half-eaten food was left on the table. But there was no sign of the crew anywhere. There were no signs of a storm or pirate attack to explain their disappearance. This mystery remains one of the greatest secrets in maritime history. Number 6. Jack the Ripper. In 1888, London faced with one of the most terrifying criminal cases in history. This serial killer murdered at least 5 women in the Whitechapel. The victims, all poor women and often prostitutes, were killed in a brutal manner. Their throats were slit, and their bodies were mutilated, sometimes with surgical precision. The strange and unbelievable part of the story is that he sent letters to the police and newspapers, confessing to the murders and even describing details of his crimes. One of the most famous letters, known as the From Hell letter, was sent with half of one of the victim's kidneys. Despite the police's efforts, the identity of Jack the Ripper was never discovered. Number 7. Lake of Natron. When an animal enters this red-colored lake, it often loses its life quickly, and its body turns into a mummified. The reason for this is the high levels of sodium bicarbonate in the lake's waters. Lake Natron is highly alkaline, with the pH sometimes reaching as high as 12. The unique red and orange color is caused by the presence of microorganisms and microbes in the water. These alkaline waters can cause burns and irritation to human skin and eyes. If you ever visit this lake, you must be very careful. Number 8. Blood trees. When tree branch or trunk is damaged, a red sap flows out that looks like blood, and it is called dragon's blood. These trees live on the island of Socotra in Yemen. Local people of there believe that the red sap of this tree has magical and healing powers. The red sap of this tree has been used in traditional medicine and for making dyes. Number 9. Voynich Manuscript. This book was discovered in 1912 by Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish bookseller. It is written in an unknown script and filled with strange images of plants, stars, and human-like shapes, none of which correspond to anything in the real world. The manuscript dates back to the 15th century, but to this day, no one has been able to decipher its text. Even the most advanced decryption algorithms have failed to translate it. Carbon-14 testing has shown that the paper and ink of the book belong to the 15th century, making the possibility of it being a forgery unlikely. Number 10. The strangest signal in the world. In 1948, ships passing through the waters of Malaysia received a series of bizarre distress calls. American vessels picked up signals from a Dutch freighter known as the SS Ourang Medan. The message read, "All officers, including the captain, are dead. Possibly the entire crew is dead. I am dying." When rescue ships arrived at the location, they discovered a horrifying scene. The entire crew and officers were dead, their bodies frozen in eerie positions as if struck by an unseen terror. Their faces were twisted, with expressions of pain and fear, their arms outstretched in rigid, unnatural poses, Even the ship's dog had died in the same terrifying way. What made this scene even stranger was the complete absence of any wounds or visible injuries. The cause of death has never been determined. This mysterious event remains one of the greatest maritime enigmas in history. Which of these events do you think was the strangest? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this type of video, don't forget to check out my other videos in the channel.